Tudor banged up Whitmer on Dan Bongino's show just yesterday.
Tudor, the hosts of The View, the left-wing host, had some thoughts on women voters voting for the GOP. I'd like you to listen to this and just get your thoughts on it on the other side. Check this out.
I read a poll just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican.
Why?
It's almost like roaches voting for Raid, right?
Tudor, I only got about 30 seconds left here, but roaches voting for Raid. Kind of disgusting, isn't it?
It is. This is the deplorables moment of 2016, and that will drive more people to the polls. They won't talk about it. It will be a shock come Tuesday.
I mean, this attack on moms who just want to protect their kids. I mean, I can tell you as a new father, like, that is my freaking job. More than this is my job. I think about it. I actually think about it every morning, every single morning, because when I'm doing when I'm preparing for the show and I'm sitting there with Luke and Justin, and I do an hour with the two of them while David's doing some other stuff in the morning, and I sit on the couch with the two of them, and I've got, now I prop Justin up on the couch. I build a little castle for him with blankets, and I've got Luke in the Docketot, and I'm sitting there and I'm going through the stories of the day. And I really am thinking about how I have to fight harder for good ideas and for freedom so that these kids don't grow up in a world that is worse. And we have been heading to a world that is worse. So when Sunny Hostin and the rest of these people, they attack the parents who didn't want their kids' genitals chopped off, the parents who wanted their kids to go to school, who wanted them not to have masks so that they could see teachers' faces, so that they could mimic the way that they spoke. That's actually how you start speaking as a child. But they're going to just keep going. And then what are they going to do? And this is going to be the grandest of all tricks. And these people have plenty of tricks up their sleeve. But assuming that the red wave happens tomorrow, suddenly, you know what's going to happen on Wednesday? You're going to be allowed to talk about election interference again. You're going to be allowed and encouraged, actually, to promote that there was fraud in the election and everything else. Much like, say, I don't know, Stacey Abrams has been making a career of, or Hillary Clinton did for 4 years under Trump, et cetera, et cetera. Check out this headline from Politico. This is this past weekend. The 2020 presidential election was rife with allegations of voting machine hacks that were later debunked. Yet there are real risks that hackers could tunnel into voting equipment and other election infrastructure to try to undermine Tuesday's vote. Man, they are seeding the ground. Do you get it? Do you see it? I'm sorry if you see it, because you're going, oh shit, I don't want to see it, because once I see it, I can't unsee it. But you see it, right? You see it. So Wednesday morning after the red wave, that is what's going to happen. And mainstream media will be running around with election interference and what happened and do.